got your back, who really just about whatever, letting off in any weather. When they threw sleep off the chase, my mind spinning.
Everybody knows me LSP, but I was born as Richard Logan Jr. In Hutchinson Hospital, August 23rd, 1994. Hutch, it could be a good place and it could be a bad place. If you just doing what you're supposed to do and you doing the right thing, you know, the right things is gonna happen to you.
I got red eyes, I got more green. Bring gold live, it's got the whole team. We fucking left, like what the heck you sold me, you know it.
The law enforcement is already sort of looking for you to mess up if, you know, you're the younger sibling of someone who had already messed up. So it's kind of like it's already a target on your back. Like if your family's messing up or they see you doing something bad, or they see them, they know of them doing something bad, they're kind of just like watching you. Like my dad, my last name being Logan, my pops getting in trouble, my aunties, uncles getting in trouble. I mean, and not just like petty shit. I'm talking about like going to prison and doing time type shit. And just, you know, fucking off opportunities. And that'll happen a lot here.
Let me survive tragedy. I can't wait this year. New Year make them act brand new. I've been late all year. How you ain't know about to come up? Cause you ain't caught here. You burning bridges like trees. Had to fall back, yeah.
You know, thank God that I have my two grandparents that lived on the other side of the town on Prairie Street. They was always looking out for us. They was a lot more stable and a lot more just grounded. So when I went over there to their house, or we would ever go, anytime we would go over there, we knew it was a whole different lifestyle. You know what I mean? Over there, they got cable at their house, they phones, you know what I'm saying? They got the phone, like they house phone and everything, like they got the internet, and not even to say like all those things is what, you know, made me, that was my love for them or nothing. It was just like, that was a whole different world. So I just knew going over there, it was just a whole different lifestyle. You know, my grandparents, they damn near raised us too. Like whenever we would get kicked out of somewhere or some shit like that would happen with my moms, they would always try to come, I don't want to say try, they would always come and just make sure everything got situated. 14, I had lost my grandma. She had got real sick in the hospital. We had ended up losing her when I was 14. That had messed my mama up real bad. She was already kind of messed up. Like I said, she was already, like, she was trying to provide for us and she was doing the best that she could, but she could never get to the point that she needed to. Like, it was like she was always, like, letting go of a dollar and then chasing another one, letting go of a dollar and chasing another one. So, like, my grandma had passed. I really messed her up real bad. She ended up moving to the Dub, Wichita. That next year, my granddaddy had passed, and he was trying to watch over us. Once that had happened and he passed, I kind of had just went off to the deep end. We just got to smoking weed and drinking at like 15. You know what I mean? Just anything to kind of try to rebel. And then my mama wasn't here, and my pops wasn't here, so it was kind of just like, what was the point of even trying to go to school or, you know, be doing anything positive?
No going back to that bullshit. Let's get legit. I'm talking in Corver wrist. My dogs that's gone. I done shed some tears. Still rolling them spliffs. Thank God that I'm still here. Looking at my daughter, like looking in the mirror. I'm losing time with her when I'm writing these rhymes. One of my worst fears. Damn LSP, that's some sad shit. No, that's my rapping and dad shit. Still work 12 hours, I can't lack shit. Putting HK on the map shit.
Once I got to around like 15, 16, I realized like, hey, I still gotta work. No matter what's going on, I gotta have some type of money. I can't just be out here asking people for money. My first job was at McDonald's. Shout out to Miami Lee for giving me that job. At McDonald's over there on 4th. I just always remember what it was like to have that first paycheck and have my own little money. I felt like I had a little bit of independence. You know what I mean? I felt like I was growing a little bit, but still ripping and running in the streets and still doing little miscellaneous shit. But I tried to get my head on straight. Like between 16 and 17, I tried to sharpen up. You know what I mean? My mom was still living in Wichita. I was in Hutch with my friend, just staying with my friend, just a friend of the family. You know what I mean? we had ended up getting caught up with state's custody because they found out about, all the like struggling we was doing, and we had a bunch of moving going on and stuff, just moving from here to Pittsburgh and back and forth. They ended up finding out about all this and had ended up, we got put in state's custody when I was 16. That summer, I remember, just was like, damn, every time I try to do something right, it go the other way, you know what I mean? So it really like, that kind of fucked me up a little bit because I was trying to work and go to school and shit, and it just seemed like shit just was not going my way. So I just ended up getting in more trouble while I was in state's custody. My cousin, they tried to let us stay with like some of our family members, but like I said, just being hard-headed and stuff and not really going to school, I ended up getting shipped away. But before I got shipped away, I would always be with my brother, asleep, and he would always just have me under his wing, running around with him, just trying to look out for me, telling me like, hey, make sure you go to class. I know you ain't trying to go. Even if we was at a party, he would be like, hey, nigga, I know you here tonight, but shit, you going to school tomorrow. I was riding with him in the car, and he was like, oh, you smoking now? And I was like, yeah. Shit, I'm doing a couple other things too, and he was like, oh yeah, so we got into that, and we was just talking about life and stuff, and he had threw on, this is when Bow Wow was dropping his Green Light series mixtapes. He ended up dropping that, and we freestyled on it, and that was the first time I started he would try to get me to do it all the time, like different car rides and different settings, he would try to get me to rap. I never would, but this particular time, I just put a couple lines together. I couldn't even tell you what they was. I just put a couple lines together, and he was like, man, I'm calling you Lil Sleep from now on. So that's kind of what it was, and I just felt like when I got that name, Lil Sleep Face, or LSP, I just felt like I had like a badge of honor or something, and I felt like whatever I was doing in the street or whatever I was doing that wasn't good for me, it was just like almost solidified. I had ended up getting shipped away to a different foster home just from getting in trouble out there in Wetmore. Shout out to Wetmore. Shout out to the Cardinals, man. Went out there, tightened up, focused up, got my diploma, went to school, went to Butler. I figured, and this was like, I graduated with 2012, I was like 17. I figured that I was gonna go to school and just like, I ain't even think nothing of music. I thought I was just gonna go to school. I had a music class, but I was real interested in just like my psychology class, the way the mind was set up. But I also liked pharmacy tech. I didn't really know what I was finna do, you know what I mean? So with that being said, we was like fucking off in classes and stuff. Ended up just fucking off our whole semester, that first semester, and ended up dropping out, which sucked because I was just like, damn, I'm like one of the first ones to be actually doing the right thing out of my mama's kids, and here I am fucking up now, you know what I mean? So between, I want to say 2012 to 2014, we was just really ripping around in the streets, gangbanging, getting in trouble, getting fucked up, not really paying attention to the days I was passing. Like, I think about it now, and I'm like, damn, we spent a lot of time just fucking off. I remember a specific instance when I was 20, niggas, everybody in the town, like a lot of our cats was going to jail or whatever, and the ones that was getting out, they was on corrections or whatever, they was smoking K2. And everybody just got involved with it. I got involved with it myself. Didn't even need to. I wasn't on corrections. Got involved with it myself. Ended up going to the hospital in 2014. Crazy accident. Ended up getting like laced with the K2. Ended up being in the hospital. Like had almost had kidney failure and stuff. And almost died. And when I came back from that, I was just like, that just made me realize and this was 2014. I don't want to get too far away from nobody. That just made me realize what was going on around me. Like, I had me a girlfriend at the time. I wasn't but I wasn't pursuing her. You know what I mean? There was a lot of shit I had going on around me, but I wasn't pursuing it or taking it, you know what I'm saying, serious, because I just felt like, you know, I could take it for granted. And once I seen that shit could be taken from me, I just started to focus up. My brother got out. He had got me really back into the studio. He's like, bro, we really gotta lay something. And I think from when he told me that, when he had got out, I just kind of knew, like, we was kind of on, you know what I mean, we was kind of on the move to something. So it's probably like, I want to say that 2015 year, this was a little bit before I had my baby. We had dropped a track called Roll With Me. We had got back with Ronski and them at Swisher Beats, and we had made a track called Roll With Me. It just started to create a lot of buzz, because like niggas knew I rapped a little bit and I did a lot of shows, but they was like, oh man, this track is kind of crazy.
On the weekly, so I got you on books. Since you didn't left mama, got weed, just call the house if you could. I'm taking trips out to my job, don't really ride through the hood. I'm rolling in this stank and lankin' like I told him I would. And you know that I should, so I showed him I could. Sister, brother, family, they all just saying what's good. I know I ain't been in the mood, but I done been in the mood. Me and Boogers splitting the bills, I tell you, life is the truth.
Just from then on in, we just been learning the music business a lot more. I sat down with the cats that I was with before, Zeta Proof, shout out to him, shout out to DJ B-Ray, you know what I mean? I had sat down with them, and from 16 up to now, just been locking in and been recording like crazy, you know. All in a nutshell, I've just been recording like crazy, and life's just been going on around me. And it's crazy that I tried to sim that story up. I mean, it's a lot of stories that's detailed in there, but I try to just like summarize it up, you know what I mean? I'm not too far, you know what I mean, out of this world. I'm not too much different from anybody. I'm just like the average Joe. I grew up here loving dance. Like, that was a big thing back in the day. We loved to dance and go to the skating ring and, you know, do our little 1-2 thing. Loved basketball and all that, loved sports. Just had my trials and tribulations, man. Had to grow up, you know, ended up having a kid. I had to really grow up and understand what I need to do as a man and what I need to do as an artist. And that's how I came up with LSP, ultimately. It's just like, outside of the music, being a man too, being a father, being a boyfriend, being a homeboy. So that's where LSP comes from. Live your life. Stack your money, however you gotta get your money. I mean, get legit, you know what I'm saying? But stack your money in paradise, however you gotta set up, you know. I definitely wanna make good, my paradise for me is just making good music, you know, traveling a lot, you know, seeing different things, hearing different sounds, just seeing different walks of life, you know what I'm saying? Also making music with other good artists. Being one of the best, for real. So, it's LSP all in a nutshell, man.